Hello everyone. This video is a quick lesson about regular and irregular verbs. In order to use verb tenses in English, which show you when an action was performed, you need to know the past form of those verbs. All verbs have a base form or the infinitive, which would be to look, to be, to make, to play, etc. A majority of the verbs are called regular verbs, which follow the same set of rules and patterns and create the past simple and past participle of the verb using the same word ending, that is ed. But there are also quite a few verbs which have different endings and different rules for the formation of their past simple and past participle forms, and they are called irregular verbs. To give you an overview, the base form of the verb is used for the present simple tense and the infinitive, like for example, they live in Rome, or I want to learn English. The ing form of the verb is used for continuous tenses, or for example, he's working or he will be working, so on and so forth. Or it is also used when the verb is used as a noun, like for example, swimming is my hobby. Lastly, the past participle is used for perfect tenses like present perfect, for example, I have finished my homework. Or it is also used for passive forms, for example, it was made in Japan. Or for adjectives, like for example, the chair is broken. So that is a quick overview of the verb forms. What are regular verbs? So regular verbs, as I said before, are verbs that create the past simple and past participle form of the verb by adding ed to the base of the verb. Like for example, the base form for arrive is arrive. The past simple is arrived and the past participle is arrived as well. The same goes for call, like call, called, and called. Or wait, the base form would be wait, past simple would be waited, and past participle again would be waited. These are verbs that follow the generic pattern. Also, if the verb ends in a consonant and y, you change the y to I and then add ed. Like for example, the verb marry, so it ends with y, so you replace the y with I and follow it up by ed. So the base form marry would have the past simple married and the past participle married. So the same form for past simple and past participle. So this rule is for all the verbs that end in a consonant and in y. And so if the verb ends in an e, you simply add d instead of ed. Like for example, hate. So the base form hate would have the past simple form hated and the past participle hated as well. So that would be for the regular verbs. For irregular verbs, there are about a few hundred irregular verbs in English, and they are divided into 4 types. So the first group is for the verbs that have the same base form, past simple and past participle form. Like for example, for the verb to cost, the base form would be cost, the past simple would be cost, and past participle would be cost as well. The next group, the second group, includes verbs which have the same past simple and past participle form. Like for example, the verb to bring, would have the base form bring, the past simple would be brought, and the past participle would be brought as well. So the third form includes verbs which have the same base form and the same past participle. For example, the verb to come would have the base form come, the past simple form came, and the past participle come, which is similar to the base form, which was come as well. So the last group includes verbs which have a different base form, different past simple form, and a different past participle. Like, for example, the verb to be, which is very widely used. So the base form would be, the past simple form would be was or were, depending upon the subject, and the past participle would be been. Or another example would be the verb to go, with the base form go, the past simple form went, and the past participle form gone. So that was it for the regular and irregular verbs. You should pay attention to every new verb that you come across when you're learning English and make a mental note of whether or not it's a regular verb. It could be very helpful when you learn verb tenses. And that was it for today. So I hope you found this lesson useful. And do subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss out on new videos. And thank you for watching.